Welcome back, and let's cross over to Europe. And King Charles III has been proclaimed as Britain's new monarch in a constitutional ceremony that dates back hundreds of years. An accession council made up of hundreds of politicians, bishops and senior civil servants proclaimed his succession at a ceremony with officials in traditional heraldic clothing. The event at St. James Palace in London was followed by gun salutes, fanfare and declarations across the United Kingdom. It is the first time the historic ceremony, which dates back centuries, has been televised. King Charles III said he will, quote, strive to follow the inspiring example that was set by his mother in taking on the heavy responsibilities of sovereignty, end of quote. Rosa Ngoi has more details.
While King Charles III immediately became the king upon the death of his mother, Queen Elizabeth II, who died on Thursday after a record 70 years on the throne, it was the council's role to formally acknowledge the passing of one monarchy and to then proclaim the new one on behalf of the British government. It is part of Britain's constitutional process. Almost 700 members of the current Accession Council, the oldest functioning part of Britain's government, took part in the ritual. The council is made up of hundreds of politicians, bishops and senior civil servants who proclaimed his succession at a ceremony with officials in traditional clothing. For the first time in the Accession Council's long history, the two-part ceremony was aired live on television. In the first part of the ceremony, British lawmaker Penny Mordaunt, the Lord President of the Council, announced the death of Queen Elizabeth II, and then Clerk of the Council Richard Tilbrook read out loud a proclamation of accession. For the second part of the council, King Charles joined the gathering. The Privy Councillors watched as the new monarchy read out declarations relating to his mother's death and then swore an oath vowing to serve his kingdom.
I take this opportunity to confirm my willingness and intention to continue the tradition of surrendering the hereditary revenues, including the Crown Estate, to my government for the benefit of all, in return for the sovereign grant which supports my official duties as head of state and head of nation.
The new king then vocally approved a number of orders, including declaring the still unconfirmed date of his mother's funeral a national holiday. As required by Britain's constitution, Charles also declared to serve loyally the Church of Scotland, of which he is also the formal leader. Prince William, the eldest son of King Charles, is now next in line to the throne. Trumpets blared as the Garter King of Arms prepared to read the proclamation. The ceremony was followed later in the day by gun salutes and public repetitions of the proclamation at other locations in London. The UK has entered a period of official mourning, with tributes pouring in from around the world.
Now, when Buckingham Palace